Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100. I'm Neil Patang.
I'm Rich Thorcell, and we are on episode number 69.
And today, we're just going to get right to it. The other day at the ESPYs, 4 NBA players in particular, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, took the stand as they stood up and encouraged all professional athletes and African Americans here in the United States to embrace social change to achieve racial equality. And they used their platform, the ESPYs, one of the more grandiose platforms that you can use to, or use as exposure to discuss what they felt was important. And they gave an incredible speech which resulted in a standing ovation. It was very touching and heartfelt. And
was it better or worse than the Jesse Williams speech?
Ooh, good point. Was it better or
was it as quality in the context of sports?
Let me tell you something. In the quality, in the context. Okay, well, Jesse Williams is an athlete, Riggs. He's a pretty boy from Grey's Anatomy. It was
two different fields.
Different fields. I guess they were about the same, but the thing is, it was, you're a baseball guy, so the Jesse Williams speech was a curveball. Okay, you didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Where the LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, and Dwayne Wade speech was more of a fast pitch.
Do you know if people knew ahead of time what they were going to talk about?
Yes, because it was at the ESPYs and it was after, because the Jesse Williams speech was before Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, and the shootings in Dallas. Okay, of the police officers. So it was like he said it. It was almost like he foresaw future events. Yeah. Whereas the LeBron James speech was at the ESPYs, and like everyone knows these guys. More people knew these 4 NBA players than Jesse Williams. People didn't know Jesse Williams until he gave this speech at the BET Awards. But nonetheless, man, it was great. The breakdown of it. You had them all talk about what was happening in their communities. They sent prayers and words of thought to slain black civilians of the United States, your Trayvon Martins, your Philando Castiles, your Sandra Plants, etc. But then they talked about how it's important that we do not feel the need to use violence as a form of retaliating against the powers or authorities that be. So just because effed up stuff happens in our communities doesn't mean that we have to go about thinking it's okay to harm the police, which is what they said in return. And then they challenged everyone in their profession in higher positions of power to use their platforms for social change to achieve racial equality.
So let me ask you a question then. When it comes to comparing what Jesse Williams did and what these 4 individuals in the sports world did, you have 2 very different audiences. Would you say that it was more important for the audiences of Jesse Williams or for LeBron and co. to hear this particular message? Because sports fans, especially in the African American community, I feel like the ones who are watching ESPN and following their favorite sports figures is different than those who are watching somebody at the BET Awards, which is more of an artistic expression. You know, the type of consumer is different. Do you think that matters, and what does that difference look like?
Riggs, bro, I don't want to say that one message is far greater or more important than the other. However, those guys are more known than Jesse Williams. LeBron James he's a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? He is a world superstar. People know him everywhere in the world.
Yes.
Jesse Williams, people, not to undermine his popularity,
but you said he was like he was Grey's Anatomy.
Exactly.
That's what he's most well known for. So you have this sort of universal role model among young black youth.
Yes.
Watching what LeBron James has to say, and this continues a trend that's been going on for the past couple of years. When you had Derrick Rose starting the movement "I Can't Breathe," and then all the other athletes started wearing those T-shirts before the games as a sign of protest. And you have athletes more and more speaking out when it comes to the political realm, and there's this question, and there's 2 sides of it, that athletes should focus on their sport and be more or less entertainers in the entertainment realm, or it is okay, and actually it should be encouraged, that athletes get involved in the political sphere and try and make some sort of impact, because sports is all interconnected with the rest of society, and that includes politics and society.
Yeah.
So, what would your take be when it comes to the influence of athletes? And because what if you had white athletes speaking out in say, let's say, not as black friendly a manner, saying the same sort of thing that Tommy Lorraine might say on her blog. If you had someone like Cooper.
Okay, I got you. Like Riley Cooper.
Like Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper from. Well, there's one thing to
being allowed to spew.
It's one thing to say like, hey guys, we have to come together and as one. Like pretty much they said, police officers, please stop killing innocent black folk. Black folk, stop killing each other. Black folk, don't kill the police. Those were literally like their messages shared between 4 guys. So
that's a tough message.
Again, and they shared it between 4 guys. It was well said, articulately written. Again, Ricks, I'm of the mindset that those in power are morally obligated to encourage, empower the what's the word I'm looking for? The disenfranchised. Those that have unfortunately not been able to succeed in life, do as well as they have. I am of that mindset, like Spider-Man says, with great power comes great responsibility. If you are a big baller with all this dough and you've got all these people following you, telling you you're so great, like you could literally, like you could be a cult leader. Like if 500,000 millions of people follow what you say on Twitter, you are morally obligated to empower your community and encourage them to do better. That's how I think.
Even at the cost of yourself.
Yes. Even at the cost of yourself. Again, Ricks. Ricks. Again, I don't see anything wrong with empowering your community through your own platform and your success in life.
Well, and just talking about this too has made me a little more appreciative of the fact that they are sacrificing something in their public standing. It is a risk to make statements that are directed to such a loaded field. I mean, this is so intense within the public dialogue, and for them to interject their thoughts and feelings as sincerely and earnestly as they did, that truly takes courage.
Once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100. None of this would be possible without our viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys for all of your support this season. I'm Neil Batang.
I'm Rich Thorcell, and we will sports you next time on the Race to 100. Peace.